Even though it's been over a week since Capcom ripped the Monster Hunter Wilds open beta away from us, I still feel the need to talk about it because what an exciting few days that was. It was even longer for PS5 users, which I'm still envious about, but it's completely fine. It's okay, it's whatever. So, I know I usually play indie horror games on this channel, but I am also a big fan of Monster Hunter, and I do blame one of my best friends for this curse. He introduced me to World, and I've enjoyed the series ever since.
The temptation to flashbug right now.
Don't you dare! This is my moment. Have we wounded him yet?
Yeah, I can see one on his leg.
Alright, bet.
Oh, he's got a bunch of raptors on him.
Oh my god, that's so cool! They brought him down! But let's not focus on me. It's time to focus on the best of the beta. First topic on the list is the story that Wilds is bringing to the table. We got a taste of that thanks to the opening cutscenes after everyone spent a long time making their characters and Palico companions. Even if we didn't get to see much, what we have seen just confirms how story-based Wilds is going to be compared to the other games in the series. I'm so excited to learn about the characters we've met so far. Nata, of course, is an especially interesting character because the whole reason we're exploring the Forbidden Lands is because of him. His tie with the game's flagship Arkfeld, the White Wraith, will also be intriguing and fun to unravel. But what's probably the most mysterious about this character is that not even the natives of the Windward Plains seem to know who Nada's people, the Keepers, are, or even where they might be. Speaking of the people of Kunafa Village, let's take some time to talk about them and the peeks at their culture that we've been given. Let me just say, the amount of detail that can already be seen in Kunafa got me to probably spend over an hour there. I was able to watch the people that live there wander about, do their jobs, and even sometimes leave the village. And to my surprise, it seems Alma even has interactions with them. I loved speaking to the Kunafa NPCs to learn more about them, especially this person who is extremely passionate about cheese. Yeah, I think I actually ended up getting like 50 pieces of cheese thanks to talking with everyone, which I of course then used in some of my cooking. Now, I can't talk about Kunafa without mentioning the sacred population. Of course, the little fluffy baby ones were a joy to watch and accidentally knock over. I am so sorry. But there's also a small adolescent one that I watched a child practice riding on. I also paid a lot of attention to this one taking care of its eggs, and this giant sacred that has a pronounced pattern and larger plume feathers than the others. This makes me believe this is the oldest one out of the bunch. And I also believe that the sacred our hunter uses in this beta will just be a borrowed one, and we might actually get the one we can customize after exploring a bit more of Kunafa Village. Speaking of exploring, let's talk a bit about the creatures that reside in the Windward Plains, because you can't talk about wilds without the wild life. Starting with the large monsters, in my opinion, Chatacabra may just be the best starting monster in any game in the series. Even if I haven't played any other games outside of 5th gen, I do know the starting monsters for most of them. While it's an easy fight and will likely just end up being a green sticky punching bag, I just love the design and the goofiness of this monster, and I'm excited that another amphibian has been added to the series, because come on, it was time. On to Deshagama, It was a more challenging fight than I expected. Even when I separated the pack, the alpha still hit me hard, many a time. And listen, I'm not an expert when it comes to combat in any game, so when I say something is hard, it's probably easy for so many people. But still, this big ugly beast surprised me in the best of ways. I love the pack hunting that Wilds will be bringing to the series, and I can't wait to see more of it. Probably my least favorite of the 4 monsters in the beta is Balahara. My least favorite type of monster in general will always be a mud monster. And yes, I know it spits out something more like tar, but come on, it's thick gloop that gives you water blight. It's a mud monster. And even though it's my least favorite so far, it doesn't mean that I hate it. I do enjoy how freaky and alien-like it looks, and its sand traps are pretty cool too. Last, but obviously not least, is Raidou, the big bad apex of the Windward Plains. All I have to say about it is wow. Just wow. Its design is beautiful and cool, its moves are flashy and hit like a truck. I think my most favorite part about Raidou is its sound design. I don't know how to describe its noises other than crystally, if that makes any sense, so here's a prime example. Now, I did manage to defeat it in single player and in multiplayer, but I did not go after Ray 20 times like many hunters did. Accuse me for being bad all you want, but Raidou's fight still scares me. Now, without making this video longer than it actually needs to be, I just want to take some time to appreciate the other creatures that we got to see in the beta. All of them just help the game feel so alive. From the tiny Ymstrigian feeding its babies, to the big mouse Ceratonoth protecting its herd from deadly lightning, it just feels so immersive. I know one of the best parts of Monster Hunter has always been the little details that we can discover, but Wilds feels like it's going to be the game that really drives that sentiment home. I mean, just look at all these creatures that the dev team have put love and effort into. I spent hours looking for all the endemic life, and I still didn't find them all. And I can't wait to see more and to finally get my hands on the full game when it comes out next year. So yeah, I hope you liked this video and liked hearing my thoughts about the beta. I know it's different compared to the rest of my content on the channel, but hey, I can do what I want with it. I do have a PC performance review for the beta in progress. If you want to hear what I experienced, be sure to drop a like and maybe subscribe to stick around. Yeah, I'd like that. Take care.